Hello guys and welcome back to another episode of The Darkest Dungeon. The first thing we are going to do is we are going to fix Safi. Watermelon and Polka Dogs are currently in the sanitarium. We need to start upgrading the sanitarium really badly. It's something that I've been ignoring and it's something that we really need to work on. So, we will go back to that at some point. Safi, for now, is just going to have to live with dealing with her stress somewhere else. I think the Abbey is probably her best bet since it will heal for more. That's kind of what we've worked on. Mario's currently level 3 and we were working towards exactly that. We need to get 4 members to level 3 so we can move on to the harder dungeons. So, I think what we'll do at the start of today is we'll do a slightly easier dungeon, just so we know what's going on. We can get 2 more heroes before I forget, so we will go ahead and do that. We can get a highwayman, a bounty hunter, and a crusader. Now, we don't have a bounty hunter, and I do think bounty hunters are pretty decent from what I'm seeing from other saves, so we will take one of them.
Of the hunt. The promise of payment.
And to be honest, I think we need more frontline, so I think we'll also get the Crusader here.
A mighty sword arm anchored by
called
holy
McDowell.
purpose.
Welcome you two to the team.
Warrior.
So, McDowell's things isn't great. He's got Finn-blooded already. And Dark Temptation is not that big of a deal, so I'm actually fine with that. We are going to call you... Affleck. So there we have Affleck as the Crusader, not Ben Affleck. And for the Bounty Hunter, we are going to go ahead and have... Did you Sumari? Sumari. Not a male, but you know what? That's fine. So, we can go ahead and do that. That's fine. We will move on to upgrading the busts for the sanitarium as quickly as we can, because we are starting to notice that it's starting to become a bit of an issue now. So, if I can deal with that, that'd be great. Slippy Boots can go ahead and get some stress relief as well while I'm at it. And I think we'll go ahead and get right on with our first dungeon of the day. So, we're going to embark. We're going to go ahead and get rid of people we can. We're going to take Cloudless with us, because I feel like we do need somebody who at least knows what they're doing. We will take the 2 newbies out for 1. So, we're going to have Affleck in the second position and... Ooh. No, we're going to put Sumari in the second position. We're going to put Affleck in the first position, and we are going to put Abzi? Yeah, Abzi can go in the 4th position. So we'll go ahead and go with that. We are going to do a standard medium. Another set of lucky dice would be nice. I'm just looking at my options at the moment. Under the basis that we need busts, I think we'll go with a standard medium dungeon on Apprentice. And we'll see what we can do. So, if we are doing a medium on Apprentice, we need 12... 1 stack of 12 food, 1 stack of 8 food. We need 4 keys, 3... Do I need 3 or 4? I'll take 3. We're doing okay for money, so I don't mind overspending a bit here. Torches, we need... I usually just take 2 stacks with me. Will we need 2 stacks? Probably not, but it's nice to have our options open. It depends how odd looking the actual dungeon is, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. So as soon as the ruins loads up, we'll go ahead and give Sumari and Affleck their first dungeon tryouts. I can't help but feel I've got that name wrong. Is it Affleck?
The fiends must be driven back. And what better place to begin than the seat of our noble line?
I may have to pause at some point just to check if I've got that name right. Affleck the Duck? Affleck the Duck? Something the Duck. There's a duck involved. I know that. There's definitely a duck involved. Alright, so tempting Cloud on. Cloudless is fine. Can Cloudless do any real damage? No, she's more of a support, which is fine. We're going to go ahead and, in that case, just start knocking down the undead here. Hopefully Abzi can take care of this guy. Okay, that's really good.
Broken. Maintain the offensive.
Set Affleck up for the double kill, misses, but not that big of a deal. We maybe want to consider buying these two some items at some point. so I think that's definitely something that we will go ahead and work on. He knows Uppercut, which is pretty good. Uppercut is a spell I quite like. It's 125% base damage, and it also has a +2 knockback, so it would knock the guy at the front here to the 3rd position. Really good for those really heavy melee hitters that can't reach from that point, so I don't mind Uppercut.
Destroy them all.
Okay, easy fight. Reasonably happy with that. Go ahead and move on.
Creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Okay, I need to get with the Arbalist as soon as I can. Luckily, these two are both pretty high level, so I'm not that concerned. But I do need these two to die, because they do a tiny bit of damage when they want to. I think that first shot there was a good example of that. I think with that being the case, I'm going to drag you forward. So I'm going to use Come Hither to drag them to the front line. And should I just start dealing out the heals? I think Cloudless can go ahead and do that. Abzi, I want her to go ahead and try to take out this guy at the back if she can. 13, it's a good hit, so I'm reasonably fine with that. And Affleck can start chunking down this guy at the front. The faster these two archers are dealt with, the better this fight will go. Another nasty quit.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
I feel like that was better under the basis that I can kill the first guy and still deal damage. Plus, Cloudless can go ahead and finish this guy off, so...
Give them no quarter.
Oh, 15. That was a lovely quit by Sumari. If I get a female character, I think I might have to switch Sumari over with somebody else. And give this number to somebody else. Give this character to somebody else. But overall, I'm reasonably happy with how this is going. Don't particularly want to use that. It's very rare, it seems, that something good actually comes from that. That was a good dodge by Sumari. I didn't actually see that trap, so just as well. Alright, so we've got this area dealt with. We can now head upwards. This is the full look of our dungeon here. It is a bit of a weird one in the sense that it goes off in 2 different directions, but I'm not that concerned. I feel like Abzi is strong enough that she can carry the team from here, and obviously obviously Cloudless is going to make a great frontline healer, so I'm also fine with that. As long as we have plenty of heals here, especially for lower level people like these two, we should get enough heal out that it'll negate any damage that gets done to us in this dungeon. If it was a higher level, it might have been different, but I feel like I'm reasonably confident that we can do this without any issues. If anything's going to kill us or kill any of our newbies, it's going to be stress damage more than anything else. So we just need to watch those quits. Can't really kill you, so I'm just going to... Oh my god, 14 on the heal. That's disgusting. That's like half of Sumari's HP. Get rid of the one that deals Blight. Affleck should be able to get a double kill here with Judgment. But if Sumari can kill one now, just to make sure. Maggots don't really do anything, so not particularly scary. They give you a little bit of stress damage, a little small amount of health damage, but not particularly concerned. As for the Jade,
so clearly in view.
I don't want it.
Or is it merely a trick of the
Not yet, anyway. Alright, we've got a scout, which is always good. There's a trap upcoming here. 2 curios, battle. So say we get a battle here, we can maybe camp at this point here. Maybe. We're still in really good position. I see no reason why we should camp now, but I probably should have also picked Abzi. Oh no. Not picked the right decision. Sumari's the best for disarming traps here. I don't want that. Don't want the gold. Yeah, I feel like gold's easier to stack, so we'll take gold over the onyx. 3 torches is always a good thing too, so I can't be mad at that. Alright, so there's no battle there, so we can keep going for a while yet. Okay, double blanket fire was a bit of a nightmare. Knocks down our dodge. Not by a great amount, but by enough that it's noticeable. I think I'm going to use Come Hither on the first brigand. Bring him over to the front. I don't think a team heal might have been useful there, but I feel like
Impressive.
it was worth setting up for the zealous accusation there. There's Shank, so here comes the bleed damage. We can deal with that though. Oh, that was awfully close.
Such a terrible assault cannot be left unanswered.
Technically I shouldn't be using Come Hither as a killing blow since its damage is awful, but I only need to hit for one, so there we go. I threw the hook at him and he died. These two are kind of stuck now because they can only use Harmless Poke, I think, from this location. So basically when they use Harmless Poke, it's going to move them one step forward, but because there's only the two of them, they're just going to shuffle between themselves and they're not going to be able to do any damage. So with that being the case, I'm going to take this opportunity to bring some of our torch back and get some heals down. Since Harmless Poke is pretty useless. Okay, nice little heal. 2 in a row actually from Cloudless, that was really good. What is Cloudless's speed? It must be a lot if she managed to get 2 in a row there. Use Stunning Blow to finish him off. Okay, happy with that.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
We're making so much money. I feel like. Do you remember when we did the first couple of parts? How much of an absolute nightmare it was? How we were losing people left, right, and centre. It's got so much better now. I feel like we really know what we're doing, and we've really we really have a better situation now as far as like we know how to deal with damage and who's the big damage dealers. Okay, that's 1 down. Like I said, if I can help it, I want to deal with anything that deals stress first. I feel like stress damage is going to be the bigger threat. Not directly, but it's got the biggest chance of getting one of us killed. And the Bone Courtiers are the best at dealing stress damage. Okay, drag you over here. Is that close enough? Yeah, should be. I'm going to drop another team heal here. 4. It's nice. Ugh. There we go. Okay, good. Takes care of that. Do I want to...
Brought low and driven into the mud.
do that? I think we can afford to use up some food at this point. I feel like you taking 4 holy water, taking 4 holy waters was kind of a bad idea. I don't think we're going to need them. Does that mean I want to replace them with a ruby though? No. We'll replace the anti-poisons, and I think we'll move on. If we get blight damage, then we're just going to have to deal with it, I guess. Okay, I need to decide if there's something else I want to get rid of now. Bandages? Yeah. I feel like we're doing so well, we can go full greed mode here, get rid of the bandages, get rid of the anti-poisons, and we'll go from there, really.
Mechanical hazards possessed by evil intent.
Alright, we got the surprise, which is always good. Means Abzi can take this guy out straight away. So there's one. Abzi hit this guy at the back. Wasn't awful. I can live with that. I think that's a stun. Dead weight is a stun. Oh no, knockback. And a stun. Wow. Okay. Another tempting goblet. So Affleck's going to start hitting the stress point soon. So we need to kill him off now. So I think I'm going to have to use a come hither rather than using the normal attack. It's kind of a waste of damage, but I feel if we can avoid Affleck going into a state of panic, then I definitely want to do that if I can. I think here I just team heal. Cloudless doesn't do a lot of damage, so I don't think, unless I can kill them, I don't see why I would substitute damage for that amount of healing. Okay, Abzi can finish this guy off. Bone defenders are quite tanky, but they don't have a lot of damage, so I'm not completely concerned about this guy. That's why I saved him for the last. I guess I just put out some buffs, I guess. But it's only debuff with this, so it doesn't really affect us, but I'm just going to keep on doing party heals with Cloudless. Affleck so far is a bit underwhelming, but the thing to keep in mind is he's a Crusader and he's level 1. Level 1 Crusaders ain't scary. We've seen Mario and we've seen how dangerous Crusaders get at the later levels, so it's got to be done, I think. So we'll it's not like we'd ever be getting rid of him. I'm sure he'll be really useful.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Okay, what do I get rid of? Kind of want these busts. Kind of what I came here for. Get rid of the 650. Yeah. I don't particularly want the health stone. I can also use up this last key, so just as well. Yeah, I mean, we'll take them, but it's actually not what I was hoping for. Do I camp here because of Abzi and Affleck's stress level? No. I think we can do one more room, just to cap it off. And then we'll only have like a couple of rooms to go.
Curious is the trap maker's art.
If that hit Affleck, that could have been an absolute nightmare. That would have put him free off becoming into a state of panic. Okay. We can camp now, I think.
A moment of respite. A chance to steel oneself against the coming horrors.
We are quite a little bit short on food. I'm just going to go with 2. I'm not going to go with a full 4. Just in case we find little bits of food here and there, we might get enough to get another 4 in case we enter a state of starvation again. I think that's a better bet. We can rely on our skills to heal our stress damage and stuff. All companions, if religious, reduce stress by 15 if not religious. Okay, I think that was worth doing. Stress damage is not actually what I want. Use Zealous Vigil on himself, so therefore there's going to be no Nightmare Ambush now, guaranteed, so I'm kind of happy with that. If religious, if not religious. Okay, Encourage. That's what I was after. And should I just finish with Tracking? I think Tracking is probably the best bet here. Plus 10% chance that monsters are surprised when you first meet them. Minus 15% that the party's surprised. I think it's worth doing. I think it's better. I think it's more worth doing than going for a little bit of minor stress damage.
The light, the promise of safety.
Okay, let's go ahead and finish this dungeon. So this dungeon's gone really well. I'm happy with it. Like I said, Affleck's damage is a bit underwhelming, but it's going to be. Level 1 Crusaders. It might be just me, and if you've played more Darkest Dungeon than I have, then maybe you'll have a better idea. But I can't help but thinking that at least at base damage, Crusaders are the worst character as far as its like overall. Could be mistaken, but we'll see. They inflict bleed. I think I still want to target down the Bone Courtier though. Nice. I wasn't expecting that to actually kill him, but it did. Good job, Sumari. I think this team's really starting to gel into itself now. Bounty hunters are really good. Really good. We kind of should have got a bounty hunter sooner.
Victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Oh. God-fearing. Okay. Well, God-fearing isn't too bad. I think that basically means she can't play. I keep saying he because it's a bounty hunter, but it could be a woman under that, right? You don't know. And that's why we didn't get rid of the Holy Waters. Alright, Blanket Fire is kind of scary. So we'll target this guy down, as usual. Is that worth? Yeah, I think so. It's going to move him back to the back, but he only has 1 HP, so one little hit by any of them should finish it off. I think we're just going to try to chunk this guy down now. Wind of Whips. Here comes some bleed damage. Okay, Klaus can go ahead and finish that guy off, so that's good. I feel like the cut fort is a bigger issue. A bigger threat. So I'm going to use knockback on the Bloodletter to get him stunned. And now I can go ahead and focus all my attack on this guy. Good. Plus, I think from back there, the Bloodletter isn't very useful. Could be mistaken, but... he might be so useless from back there that I'm questioning if I want him back in the front. I don't think I do. I think in this case, I'm just going to hit the body with Sumari. And then let Abzi and Cloudless do all of the groundwork.
Mortality clarified in a single strike.
Okay, punishment is fine. Doesn't really concern me.
Monstrous size has no intrinsic merit, unless inordinate exsanguination be considered a virtue.
Okay, so I was happy with that. Now, who do I want? I guess Abzi can take it. Yeah. Cool. So now she's got rid of Liger for... I don't know what that is, but whatever it is, it's good that she's got rid of it. I just went in the wrong door. She also got Tough. Tough is really useful. That's probably trapped, so I'm going to give it a Sumari. Because she can afford to take some stress damage or whatever it was, or whatever it happened to be. Oh, you guys are so dead. Where's the rest of you?
This expedition
I don't want to take that gold yet.
promises success.
I will get rid of a load of torches. I think if when we go down here, any loot we find, we will start getting rid of the torches. In fact, this might be a silly decision.
The darkness holds much worse than mere trickery and boogeymen.
I'm going to use Divine Favor on Abzi because she can do incredible amount of damage. So. So we'll take on this next fight with no torch. We'll see. The Acolyte needs to die. Only problem now, of course, being that every single spell that Cloudless has gives light, and I don't want to give light. So, I think Cloudless can just be on the heal. That's fine. Oh my god. Oh. No quits. Thank you. Right, now we're going to slowly start chunking these guys down. You come over here. This is going to be a bit of a baptism by fire for these newbies. It's a really good hit by Affleck. That's more like what we want to see. Can Abzi kill this guy? 8 to 18. He's got 15 HP. 16% quit. Nice, bang on. Abzi puts in work. Nice quit by Sumari too. This has been a great fight for us. Just crits on crits on crits. It's been amazing. Okay, easy.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
I'm going to leave just on the basis that it won't be trapped. Cool. Alright, what do we want? Protection stone, bandage, quests. I'm going to take those anyway. Take the protection stone? Yeah. We done? I think we're done. Okay, good. Well, that went really well. I'm really happy with that. We also got... What was this reward, by the way? I didn't actually get a proper look. Book of Constitution, plus 5% Blight and Disease Resist. -2 speed. No, not particularly convinced. I'll probably sell that. Cloudless is now level 2, which is always good. Sumari and Affleck are now level 1. Cloudless picked up Natural Swing, plus 5 accuracy. Wow. That's actually really good.
All the decadent horrors I have seen pale in comparison to that final, crowning thing. I could
Okay,
not look,
so...
nor could I look away.
Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Do you want to get rid of the manslaying? Kinda. Alright, so we have plenty of money still. Is there any items that I find? Ooh. Give the speed stone. Actually, do I have any other? I also have Piper. But she already has some items. Well, I'm not entirely convinced Solar Crown is particularly great. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy big investment. I'm going to pay 15k to get Tome of Holy Healing. I'm going to give it to Piper and remove Solar Crown. Solar Crown I can give to anybody, really. I'll give it to Dunstan, since he already has an eye patch. Seems to make sense, right? Is that crown? Oh, it's a crown. It looks like an eye patch. Fair enough. Clues in the name. Right. Fair enough. In that case, we need to get rid of some negative traits for anybody who has... Oh my Jesus. Trent. Oh my God. Well, luckily enough, these are all pretty average, so I'm honestly not going to waste the space on that. Sumari got God-fearing. I'm not particularly concerned by that either. Lilo is really good. Dunstan? Yeah, we'll get rid of Sickly. As far as the medical ward, I want to upgrade the medical ward now. So we'll go ahead and do that.
Techniques and tonics can overcome things a sharpened sword cannot.
So we'll get Lilo, get rid of the Black Plague on Lilo, and I think somebody else, Safi, also needs to get rid of rabies. So we'll get rid of those. What should I do for next turn? I think Slippy Boots hasn't been out in a while, so I think we'll give Slippy Boots a turn out. Rage can come out too, and I think Mario. See, Mario can't do level 1s now, right? I'm pretty sure once you get level 3, you can't do level 1. Interesting. We have an Arbalest now. Do I want to play Sumaru with an Arbalest? Funnily enough, I don't. I kind of like the thing Sumaru has going with her, especially with having Warrior Light, which is really good for what we're trying to do. Yeah, I say we keep Sumaru the bounty hunter. You can't see its face. That could be a female, right? We'll leave her like that. Apart from that, we've kind of abandoned the tavern. Poker can go ahead and get healed. Affleck can get healed. Watermelon can't use the anything apart from drinking, apparently. So that's fine. We'll go ahead and do that. Cloudless. Alright, Cloudless will only visit the brothel. I forgot. Okay. We'll go ahead and do that. It costs a fair bit, but I feel like it's worth doing. As for the guild, I'm going to upgrade the skill training again, just because I think it's worth doing and investing in. We won't upgrade to skill level 3 yet until we get to, as soon as we get out enough characters to level 3 that we can do a veteran dungeon, I'll then upgrade their skills to level 3. Until then, I don't think it's really worth doing. Okay. Oh my, -8 dodge. Although, if you have a character that barely has any dodge anyway, it doesn't really affect you. Abzi has 1 dodge. It's kind of a good example. I'm pretty sure... Is it abominations that start with 0 dodge? No. Is there anything that starts with 0 dodge? Oh my god, Waterman's got 23 dodge. Jesus. Yeah, Abzi's got 1. I'm debating giving that to Abzi though. I think that'd be pretty good. Yeah, I mean, that's got to be better than Book of Relaxation, right? Yeah, definitely. Alright. Quest to get Abzi a pretty wing. Confirmed. Alright, Sumari. I think we'll keep Sumari. Give her another one to do, I think. She dealt with it really well, so I see no reason why we shouldn't take her out again. Rage, you're going at the back. Slippy, you're going to be taking the 3rd position. Fun fact, Slippy Boots, the only character in this Let's Play that isn't based on a real person. The more you know. Mario, I don't think he'll do it. No. Yeah, he won't do it. He's too good for these early level ones now. Which means we're short on a front line. Ironically, we're not. We have Giz and we have Trent. Who am I going with here? Well, Gizmo still has the yips, and I really need to get rid of that. So, we're going to take Trent in the front line. Abominations kind of scare me because of the stress damage, but you know what? I think we're going to give this a try. Because I think most of these guys are going to get stressed anyway, because we're going to be versing the Swine Prince, which is a boss that it's pretty scary. Not as scary as the Hag, but it is scary. The Hag is really difficult. I don't know if we versed the Hag yet. I'm trying to think. We might have done at some point. Regardless.
The ways and rituals of blood sacrifice are difficult to master. Those from beyond require a physical vessel if they are to make the crossing into our reality. The timing of the chants is imperative. Without the proper utterances at precise intervals, the process can fail spectacularly.
The best thing I think to remember about the Swine Prince is that he hits hard. So we need to find him early if we can.
It must be destroyed.
So I'm going to go. I'm going to assume he's up here. Although I'm going to check this room first. They're usually in the corners. But the quicker we find them, the less damage we take from everything else. So keep Slippy Boots on standby to deal with any traps. 29 dodge. That is disgusting. Oh. Is the scout going to show me where the boss is? Nope. It's only a local scout, but that's fine. And we're going to go back and we're going to go this way. Going to avoid the middle if I can. If we deal with the Swine Prince really well, we can always come back to these rooms and clear out the rest of the dungeon. But at least for now, I'd rather verse him early. Okay, luckily enough, I bought an anti-venom. Trent's got the issue that he's got so many reds and all of them involve him touching everything he sees. Which is kind of an issue, but I feel like he's strong enough that it's fine. Okay, we can go ahead and activate Trent to possibly kill the Fusilier. No, but close enough that Slippy can finish him off.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles. Press this advantage.
Nice. Sumawi's been so good today. I think the way bounty hunters work is they're a bit like crusaders, but they sacrifice HP for having a little bit more damage. Saying that, we've seen how hard Mario hits, so maybe I'm mistaken. We'll see. That's kind of one of the big issues with this setup here. Camera's kind of useless against anything that's not at the back. Just wake him, I guess. Same for Slippy Boots, he does nothing to front line. Luckily enough, if I remember correctly, the Swine Prince is big enough that he takes up 2 slots, so...
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Oh, this is Rage. Okay, thought it was Camera. I stand corrected. I tell you what I will do though, I'm going to move Sumawi at the front, I'm going to move Trent to the second position, mainly because that way Trent can use manacles, which may be useful, especially against the Swine Prince. If we can stun him, then obviously we can take him down. In fact, saying that, I think I'm going to stun the Fusilier. Yeah. It's also not a bad hitter too. It's not incredible damage, but it's enough that it makes a difference. What's the bleed? 2? Just get the hit on the Fusilier. Guarantees that he dies next turn. And buff up Sumawi, I guess. Sumawi is going to be the substitute Mario for this run. She is getting kills after kills though. Like, she's not messing about. It's kind of a waste to transform now, to deal stress to the others, just for this one guy. But just because he knocked Sumari back and knocked Trent to the front, I'm going to punish it. And he dodges. Kind of took the wind out of that. Okay, slice and dice is fine. Yeah, Slippy can just finish that off.
Formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
I think if we get a scout before we move into versing the Swine Prince, I think we're going to move Trent back to the front because we're going to need that extra damage that he has from his transform ability. I'm pretty sure it's always the corners. That's what I'm going with. Alright, well that's not particularly scary. We will target down the swine drummer though.
The ground
It's a good quit.
quakes.
You, come here. Nice.
Devastating blow.
Alright, so he dies. Next turn. I think it's worth transforming. Because he can use Claw, which is a multiple hit. And I can pretty much guarantee I kill whatever I hit here. Because he dies, I don't think it's worth using a Wake to hit them both, since he's going to die anyway. So I'll just get the bigger damage dealer.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms. A death by inches.
Should have got the one in the back in hindsight. But that's okay. Mainly because if I got the one at the back, Sumari can't hit him from there.
This is how a life is taken.
Alright, Sumari's getting a bit low, so I'm going to heal her up a little bit. There's another scout. Doesn't really tell us anything. She's just gonna kind of have to eat up the blight. Trent's gonna look at another book. Okay, that's pretty good. It could do some good ones, so I'm fine with that. Mankind Hater, which I assume is extra damage against humans.
Such blockages are unsurprising. These tunnels predate even the earliest settlers.
Okay. Kind of the same fight as we had before. Can Kama kill him with the second batch? If he hits 2, in that case, is it worth targeting these guys instead? Screw it, I'm transforming.
A singular strike.
That guarantees that he dies next turn. And now I can use Battle Fluid Medicine. Does it get rid of Marked? No, but it'll get rid of Bleed. Blight, I mean.
The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
Okay, that was always good.
Victories mount. So too will resistance.
Sumari can eat from this random table. I assume it's this one because it's on the opposite side of the dungeon. But it's just a hunch. Could be wrong. Oh, how bad was that?
Curious is the trap maker's art. His efficacy unwitnessed by his own eyes.
Okay, let's give this a try. Whew, 132 health, Jesus. So this little guy here indicates which guy the swine prince hits, and he does a ton of damage. It's actually disgusting. And he's resistant to stun, so stun and move doesn't mean anything. So stun's kind of useless. So what I'm going to do here is, if I can, knock him back with uppercut. Can I? No, I can't move him. I think I just damage him down then. I think that's kind of the only way to go with it. This little guy doesn't do any damage. He literally just marks which ones he wants to hit. I almost prefer him to target Slippy here because of the high dodge. Knockback isn't going to work. Stun isn't going to work, so I'm just going to keep using Wake. Since it does more damage each time you use it. Now, if he dies, I'm pretty sure if Wilbur dies, he does a lot more damage, so I want to avoid that if I can. Unfortunately, I can't. Oh! Like, as you guys can see, that's a considerable amount of damage. Considering it also stuns, that's kind of scary. And we have no healers. Oh!
And now the true test. Hold
Alright, so
fast
Slippy's a Death Star.
or expire.
Yeah, okay, that's good. As long as he's not targeting Slippy Boots here. You could ask here, why don't I take the 125% chance to stun? At least it's 25%. It is, but all it's really doing is buying us time. It's not doing any damage. We are slowly getting there, but we need to kill this guy off sooner rather than later. I'm almost tempted to use Battle Ballad for the extra speed here, but I think I'll just use Gut, bleed him a bit more. Puts the up to 9 damage. Ow.
A hand's breadth from
Alright,
becoming
Sumari's
unwound.
about to die. Who are you targeting? No! Death Star! That was close. Which means he's going to specifically target Sumari next turn. And I can't... Yes, I can. I can heal her with Rage. I need Rage to go before the Swine Prince. Yes! Not today.
Perched at the very precipice of oblivion.
Okay, I'm just going to continue stack up the bleed. No, Sumari! Oh, another Death Star.
Injury and despondence. set
I'm
the
going to
stage
have
for
to heal
heroism
Sumari again.
or cowardice. Well struck.
Nice crit. Puts up to 7. He's nearly dead. Oh, God.
As life ebbs,
Trent's a Death Star now.
terrible vistas
Sumari's a
of
Death Star.
emptiness
Everyone except
reveal
Wage is a Death
themselves.
Star. Oh, Wilbur! Oh, another Death Star. You guys are so lucky. Now, the problem I now have is, whoever he hits, it's going to be another Death Star. So, instead of trying to save one of them, I'm going to leave them both vulnerable in the hope that I can kill them both this turn. He does have 0 speed, so I think we will all go before he does. Wilbur has a speed of 20, but I believe he can only go once. Plus, this pulse grenade will kill him. It's going to enrage the Swine Prince, but again, hopefully he dies this turn, so it's a risk, but we're going to give it a try. Okay, both blights hit. That was good. No!
This is no place for the weak or foolhardy.
We lost Sumari? Well, do you remember what I said about, you know, having a, having Sumari be a female instead? Well, we can do that now because she's dead. So, you know, there's always that. That's always a thing. Oh, don't you dare. Don't you dare take out Trent. I need him. Oh, thank you.
How many rats
Gotcha.
will it take to gnaw through a ton of putrid flesh? Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Alright, well, we're taking all of these. And we are getting out of here. Call it weak if you want. I know we didn't search much of this dungeon, but I am getting out of here as quick as I can. Sumari unfortunately died, but we'll replace Sumari with a female character. And we will build her, so that's fine. She will be Sumari too, as so many other people have died. But we haven't died, and nobody's died in a while, so I'm fine with that. Plus we get Focus Wing, which that looks amazing, to be fair. So I think we'll put that on Abzi, and Abzi is going to be an absolute killing machine. Trent's picked up some ink. He's picked up Calm. Minus 15 damage on first round, that's fine, because we used that turn to transform anyway. And got plus 10% stress heals received. So, you know, I'm probably going to get rid of Calm, I think. But it is what it is. Alright guys, well I'm going to end this part here. We're going to fix everyone up and do all that in the next part. Thank you guys very much for watching. I do appreciate you guys sticking with me and watching these. I realise, you know, I can be a bit inconsistent with my uploads, and I am going to fix that as soon as I can, really. Also, I want to do another Let's Play while I'm doing this. If I can sneak something else in, I would. I want you guys to let me know what you want me to do. Do you want me to do, like, old Sega games and stuff like that? Because I do love me my old Sega games, and I would love to do something like that if at all possible. Do you want to see some Diablo 3 on this channel? I can do that too. Pretty much whatever you guys want. Just say in the comment section, and I'll give it a try. But until then, thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching, guys.